Xander Schauffele? No, no thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you.
Lovely opportunity to save par here.
These are on rails, looking good.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their seconds.
How close was that to going down?
And he's down there. You got to read.
This is a 12-footer here.
Ouch, that hurts.
Putting for a par here.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is in the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
And here we are with the third shot.
Just 2 shots behind.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
Solid little par putt here.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
What a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 2 shots back after that hole. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Playing from around 240 yards.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
I'll tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Okay, steady now. And this putt to move into a tie for second. That's frustrating.
A par putt on the table. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. He's currently tied for 4th. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning on the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times. But then he seems to struggle to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
That's pretty tiny.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last.
And with it, he moves to 1 under par. The par 5 ninth is a monster, over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Well struck.
Top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt.
This one's online.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
That's a good-looking shot there. Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Now 2 shots up after that one. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
11 feet to the cup.
This for par.
Oh, so close.
Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Ooh, right by the hole. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And now 4 under for the day. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one. They've decided to club up.
That should set up another chance.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Here's Xander Schauffele.
Let's return to live play now. Ooh.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henning?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Very easy to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Solid par putt now. He's currently sitting in first place. We're straight across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Well played. A chance to move to 5 under par. Oh, just missed.
A par putt awaits.
And the putt drops now at 4 under, heading down the stretch.
And just a slim lead coming down that stretch. Anything can happen.
Going with a hybrid.
Wow, what a shot. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Putt is underway.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
It's just about 3 feet away.
This one to save par.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there too.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Well, we can win the event here if we hold this part.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, so close.
We're going to have a Friendship Farmers Insurance Open champion on a great performance on a really tough track.
what a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Helvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
So this didn't drop. Okay, so that finishes that hole.
It's a rock solid par right there.
And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Just put right on 10 feet. A good one to make. That was a gallant attempt.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Appears to have overcooked this one. This is a bogey putt coming up. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. Nicely done. Second shot here on the third. This one looks to be a tad wayward. Oh, terrific approach. And a chance for birdie here at the third. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Just 10 feet to the cup here.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Rich, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This fourth is a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Getting ready to play their third. 4 shots behind our leader. Almost went down. Good power saver coming up for this fella. He's on a good line. And this one will be for bogey. Currently at 2 over par.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
The 5th hole, Rich, the first of the par 3s. Much to it.
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. The sixth hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Just hammered that through the line. And this one is for his par. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Yep, tracking well.
Well played. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher two-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
This putt to tie Justin Thomas.
That putt went a bit long there.
This putt of about 6 feet coming out. Sitting at 3 over for the day. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4, starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Looks to be going with the 5 iron.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Well hold. So, Rich, give us a half-time report.
Well, Luke, this rivalry we've been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Yeah, that one will play. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This is looking around 115 yards out. Had a fantastic drive.
Looks to have opted for the 8 iron.
This one's headed towards the rough. Is that what they had in mind? And here we are with the 3rd shot. That's nicely done. And this putt coming up for his par. Ooh. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Ouch, that hurts.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. And that's now 5 over for the round. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather. breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
Getting ready to play their third. Right by the hole. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
Yeah, we'll take that. Sitting at +5 for the day. First of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie, it's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand. Here's a chance to get up and down from the green side bunker. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot.
And a par is all but guaranteed after that fantastic bunker shot.
Oh, so close. And this next putt, it's for bogey. And down she goes. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers on the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot, back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This one looks to be heading towards the green. These are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. Well done. Take the ball. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
And this shot from the bunker. Almost went in. On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
A quality shot from him. We'll be pleased.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good one.
Job done. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Rich, the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
Around 110 yards to go. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
This one looks to be a pretty good line.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Wonderful shot. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf. Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of 2 greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Yeah, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute triumph.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Currently at 4 over for the day. And Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short 3rd shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. But not a bad approach. Filthy putt. This putt is for a final score of 74.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Justin Thomas. This group rivalry could get interesting.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
A bit too much pace on that one. And that'll bring his tournament to a close. Well, Rich, after coming so close to going back-to-back, you just wonder the way they finished. Maybe the occasion just got a little bit too much for them.
Luke, this player did everything to seal back-to-back wins on the PGA Tour. Unfortunately, coming up just a touch short. Still 2 awesome weeks.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Elvy. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvy, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I am very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young, but has been on tour for about 30, 40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her.
The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. This shot from the first cut of rough.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
12 feet to the cup coming up.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. And here we are with the third shot. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Just an opportunity to make their par.
Looks good.
That's a clutch par. He finds himself in a share of 4th. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. A fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right. Requires a pretty accurate and solid stroke. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
A share of top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt.
Okay, let's head to the next. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Big time play that one, Boomer.
Gotta say, I can't see them not making birdie here, Luke.
He finds himself in a share of the lead. The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over a golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming in with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
And after that hole, leading Bubba Watson by a stroke. the 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Just putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
With a quick glance at the scoreboard, they're currently on top with Bubba Watson in 2nd.
Well, I like the look of the line here. He should find the fairway. Second shot here on the 9th hole. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Taking things up a notch in this Lexi Thompson rivalry. That shot will add some fuel to the fire.
Okay, steady now. Just a simple tap in for power, this one. Ooh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
I like the position. I like being out in front. It forces the other players to come catch you. I like the position. Pretty good shot there.
Playing from 110 yards out.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
That's a pretty handy shot. A wonderful shot. And a chance of birdie here on the 10th. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards, and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close enough really without taking it on. But we think that there's about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie.
And tidy looking shot, that one.
Yeah, that's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. A bit long on that one. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par.
Here's Lexi Thompson.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Leading by a shot after that hole. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. Splash. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
He leads the field by a stroke.
Nicely done.
Putting for bogey here.
Bit too heavy-handed there.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
And after that hole, they're currently in a tie for the lead with Bubba Watson.
The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for birdie here to really ignite your charge. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
See, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with that, we'll move to 5 under par. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. Going with the 7. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Not a bad play, that one. 18 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first.
Big moment for this player with just 4 holes left.
This is Lexi Thompson.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And that makes him tied for first.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from that tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker. Will give you just an easy reach here and a chance to still make the ball.
Just a small sliver of a lead. This could go any different direction down the stretch.
Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole Par 360. It's just a short club, but you miss the green. One opportunity to make a birdie. 8 birdies on the card. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Oh, just missed the hole. Stop if you've heard this before. Tiger is coming off a birdie in his last hole, and that will take him to 1 off the lead.
Exactly what I've done. Nobody wants to see somebody laying up on a par 4 that's drivable. Pull out the big stick.
Okay, time to return to the action. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for ball.
And just now, it's Tiger Woods coming off a birdie at the last. And it moves him within just 2 strokes of top spot. And what a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck.
Great shot. The approach into the final green at TPC Scottsdale is usually with a little bit of relief, Rich, because the water's behind you.
Luke, the second shot at the 18th is fairly straightforward, but how confident are you feeling with 50,000 sets of eyes focused on you?
That was a gallant attempt. All right. 1 down. Let's see if they can take well done to this player who was able to retain TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And I've got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. And there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Collin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Collin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron player as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Collin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning a decent rate of knots.
Well, what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
Now over to Collin Morikawa.
He's currently in third place.
7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
That's frustrating. Ooh, nice line.
And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Nicely done.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. Just about 8 feet left to the hole. That gets the job done. And with that, we'll stay right there at even par. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no.
This will be a great par to make this. Now let's switch our focus to Collin Morikawa.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Was on a good line. A bogey putt awaits. Now 5 strokes behind. The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
The perfect wind swing Nice and easy.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And this putt to move into the top 20.
Ooh, right by the hole.
Downhill, all the way, down grain just a bit. They let it get away from him.
Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. You find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Did that look good for a long time. And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Well done.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Sitting at 2 over for the day. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for a bogey.
Yep, tracking nicely.
That limits the damage. Now 7 shots behind after that. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse ridge. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it, the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. How close was that to going down? And he needs this to save par.
Looking better.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And with that effort, our 3 over for the day. One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow. Nothing as beautiful as a tiny fade.
Great drive. Let's hope that makes it all the way to the surface. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
A little birdie looking here.
6 strokes back after that hole. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. This is their 5th shot. What a shot! Almost one in the bucket. This one for bogey. That's a good putt to make, that one. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Currently at +3 for the round.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
This one's for birdie. Just 3 feet to the cup. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot. Currently on top spot as we pause for a look at the leaderboard. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
A birdie putt awaits. This is buckets. Well done. Oh, that was a touch of class. I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Look like this one's heading to the beach. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. Oh, that's great. Just missed the hole. And he's down there. We've got a read.
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup. Trying to save par here.
Looking really good.
Oh, that's good grip there.
Good par save there from the green side bunker. Job well done.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par four, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Putting for birdie.
Come on, ball, don't deny him.
That's disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
Going with the 8-iron here. That should find the sand. Second shot here on the 16th. With a sigh of relief, he'll be putting again.
Chance to save the par if he can make this one.
Ooh.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Tee shot is looking good here.
Attaboy, good shot. Putting for eagle here. Just didn't drop. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is their look-up birdie.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
Sitting at 2 over par. Opting for the 9-iron. A good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this putt is for a final score of 73. Round now in the books. Good luck next time.
And as we take a look at our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the magic from the course today.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be able to follow the action out there today, Luke.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.
Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin.
I'm Luke Olivey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
Look, in their last matchup, it was Morikawa who came out on top, so let's see how they do today.
Well, that's very few occasions where he does get beaten, and if it's anywhere, it's going to be on the green. So let's see if this player rolls their potato better than most. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 26 feet from the cup. Nice little par putt here.
That was a gallant attempt. Facing early adversity there after opening up with a bogey.
And a stumble on the opening hole never sets the tone very well. It'll be interesting to see how they react.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog.
Currently at +1 for the day. Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Even for the day, and a share of 7th. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one's headed right, Rich. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just a stroke behind the leader. Chance to sneak into the top 5 here. Oh, just missed. Putting now
for a bogey. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The fifth hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. It doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. 9 feet to the cup.
Rolling end to end, it's looking nice.
And with that round, back to level par. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. That's heading for the fairway.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green. They've chosen to club down on this one.
That's well played, pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
It's inside the range, and that will take him to 1 under. He's currently tied for first.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
We have a par 4 on this one. Second shot here on the 7th. Putting for birdie here.
If this putt drops, they'll pull in front of Colin Morikawa. Let's see if they can start applying some pressure.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And with that, he's now broken the tie. All alone at the top of the leaderboard. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Oh, this would be handy if he could bounce right. Okay, that'll work. This putt will move them to 3 under par.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. Let's catch up with Willie Z. He's always a flusher. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. We have a par 5 at this one. Good looking shot this. Trying to take their approach shot into the 9th.
This one is heading towards the nasty stuff.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Playing their 4th shot. He shares the lead. Not bad. And a par putt awaits him. Yeah, good putt. Well hard. Well, a lovely position for this player, Rich. Tied for the lead as they make the turn.
Yeah, good spot, isn't it? I got to say, I'd rather be in the lead or tied for the lead than in the chasing pack. Gives you just a little margin of error should you have one, but I got to say this player is awfully solid.
A couple under at this stage in a share of the lead. Yeah, that one's looking good.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
This putt about 11 feet in distance. He's currently tied for second. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Seems to have chosen the three.
This one's going to the right.
That ball looked a little thirsty. This lie's not great. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. What's in front of them, Henny?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Was that a good line? And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in 5th place.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And that'll drop him down to even par now.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Absolutely flushed. Second shot here on the 12th. Getting ready to play their third. 3 behind our leader.
That dog will hunt.
Come on, let's make this putt. It's for Sheila 4th on the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Second shot here on the 13th. This one is right down the pipe. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th. And this putt to move them into a tie for second. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. Well, that's a heavy shot. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one needs to kick left. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Okay, let's get back to the action. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. It's just about 3 feet away. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Not a bad line, this one. Playing from around 210 yards here.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard.
Yes, 3 holes to go. This is getting to be a nail-biter.
He's currently sitting in 3rd. Teeing off now on this par 3. Choosing the 9-iron here. Right into the water on that one. Let's see what happens here from the pine straw. Time now
fourth shot. One stroke off the lead. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. Ooh, right by the hole. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Now 4 back after that hole. Every Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
Does, as you can see, massive bunker down the left-hand side, so players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Handy effort, that one. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Oh, the old hammer hands putt.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, you'll take that. And a little slide down the standings after that hole.
Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. From around 220 yards. 5 shots off the lead. Going with the 5-wood. And that one's headed to the drink. Sitting at 2 over for the day. Just outside the top 20. Good shot there, Beamer. He'll shoot 73 here if he can hold this. And that will do it. His work is done here. Well, Rich, an absolutely delightful day. Pleasure to share it with you and everyone watching at home.
Lovely being alongside you as well, Luke.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.